everybody, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream. It is 2023, and we are finally back for a Sunday Wildcard stream. This week, we're going to be taking a look at 4 different X-Men games from various authors. So even though we're going to be playing an X-Men and an X-Men 2, I don't think it's the same person. AZ actually suggested these, as apparently the author of one of them was recently rediscovered. I don't know if they're here, but they did retweet the announcement. Their game is not this first one, so they have plenty of time to show up if they aren't. We'll see how that goes. Also, Lord willing, this time all the stream stuff works properly. And we've got a bajillion subscriptions already, so good job. I apparently should have set the goal higher. That's my own dang fault. I very desperately needed to come up with what happens when that 15 hits a 15, or I'll be in trouble. But enough about that. Let's see what these X-Men games are like. Truth be told, probably not the greatest today. Some of the art looks like it might be interesting, though. Starting off here with just, X-Men. Yeah, Dog is a great author name. I love that the E also in Presents, it doesn't have any code, so it doesn't show up. And this is probably what we're in for. One of the X-Men just being shot endlessly for all time. Most of these don't have dates. I'm gonna guess that this leans in on the cartoon series, which I was too young to really care about beyond seeing a couple of episodes. My brother was more the right age for that. Let's see what we're up for. Oh, we do got a... Okay, this is the guy who made the 2 Stupid Dogs fan games, just making a bunch of ZZT cartoon games then. You are Cyclops. The X-Men have been taken by an evil mutant, Capornicas. You must rescue your friends while dodging anti-mutant humans along the way. Good luck. Note, I didn't put a lock on this game so people could make it better. All that I'm asking is you don't screw around with the title screen. Thank you. So, nobody fixed that missing E. It's important. Okay, well, solving my first puzzle here. Ah, it's Professor Xavier here. Greetings, Cyclops. I'm glad you can make it. Where were you when the X-Men were taken? I was getting a slushie at the nearby Mutant 11 when the rest of the X-Men were captured. Alright, I'm on board already. This is going to be a fun game. Oh, anyway, go rescue your comrades. Here, Capornicas is threatening them with bad breath. The horror, the sheer terror. You'll find all the laser power you need in the next room. Now go. Okay. Alright, so you get to be Cyclops. I mean, we are blue. Oh. I don't know how much laser power we're going to need here. I figured this ought to do it, though. Grab some of this other stuff. I wonder how relevant it's going to be. I hope we don't need a lot of torches, because torches don't duplicate, right? They're not pushable. And a lot of bombs. The maximum number of bombs, actually. We're not duplicating anymore. I am worried that I do want to pick up an absurd amount of health. Let's get to 200. Ah, there we go, yes. Don't worry, this is what we're playing now. It is also certainly not very good. We were just talking about you. I'm sure you're going to be in for a treat. We all are. This is going to be an invisible maze. It is. If we are lucky. Okay. I think, well, no, getting to that last one is gonna involve amazing. Oh no, even worse. Interesting layout here. Okay, it's a little better. Anti-mutant headquarters. We found it. Here you have the choice of which way to go. Through the park is faster, but there are sometimes protests there. The building is very dangerous and contains many mutant haters. It is your choice. Well, what is our choice? Do we go park or anti-mutant? Park, mutant. Let's see, I'm on... Dang, can't do duration less than a minute. Well, go nuts. Which way? Which way? So for my own history with this series, it's a handful of cartoon episodes. That's about it. I remember getting some like X-Men trading cards when I was a child from like a random relative, and not being all that excited because I didn't really pay any attention to this series whatsoever. I was not a comic reader as a kid, and I wasn't watching the cartoon. This was long before the movies, which I also haven't seen. I rented a Super Nintendo game with these guys once. That's about it. Oh, I can just manually click an end button. It is a 50-50 split. This is why I don't do polls. Y'all are just as indecisive as me. Oh. Into the headquarters, then. Oh, they're very red. Watch out, they're hidden boards. They'll send out a red... Oh, is this going to be like an instant game over if I touch the wrong spot? I can feel them out. Stepped on a secret board. Oh, that's nothing. Pool hall, hang on. Didn't tell me they had a pool hall and a bar in here. Oh no, the bartender is not happy with me. Nothing hurts the bartender. Oh, well, he's lying. Maybe I was wrong. Uh-oh. Hey, that guy killed the bartender. Let's get him. Tough crowd. They don't seem to care that I'm a mutant. Well, see, there's gonna be, yeah, all kinds of comic references and stuff that I will not get whatsoever. Thank you for guiding me through this. Statue of the founder of this place. Doesn't it get you in the shooting mood? Oh no, now look what you've done. You've angered him. Now he will try to kill you. Have a nice day. Oh, he's a bit more aggressive. I don't think that was a statue. Alright, well, that's one path, I guess. Ooh, into the transporter zone. It's very colorful, at least. I like the look. And it's a free ride. Interesting choice of things for color. Oh boy. Don't go near any of those things. If you touch them, you'll not be able to cope with the high radiation and therefore die. Shoot them to neutralize their radioactivity. Oh. Okay, so we are getting some instant kills here, it sounds like. Let's see. Okay, there it goes. They're very picky about it, apparently. This is rough. to the lions. I feel like we're in a park now. Yeah, the ricochets at least made that a little more interesting. Ooh, the bank. Capornicas. Why are you here? Kill the guard? Well, not happy with that. Probably won't be happy with me saying I'm gonna kill this guy either. Oh, okay, actually he is. Cool. Just a weird assortment of things in this game like this. I bet all these scrolls are blank. Yeah, they're just there to look neat. Water and forest and ricochets. Can I take any of the money? Dough, you know, moolah. I can get a lot of points for it if I really care to. I don't know if I do. Hopefully that won't bite me. Oh hey, this is just, okay, this is just a plain old action-y board. Ah. That's not bad. I think this is improving a little as it goes. Ah, Cyclops, you made it. Release my friends, now. Now, young adventurer. First you must go through me. And what's the catch? I mean... You must find me first. Tiger Patrol, attack! Oh. Unexpected hidden tigers. And I guess you never expect hidden tigers. There must be something here. Hopefully. Checking that I shoot all the tigers before I get my next key. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Alright, fingers crossed. Oh no. Oh, okay. It just took a moment. Uh-oh. You hide in there? Oh. The password. Capornicas, Capman, Cappy, and Guacamole. Surely. Oh, no penalty at least. Cappy Azambara? Yeah. Thanks, Cyclops. I don't know who that was. I guess it's yellow, Wolverine? Jubilee? Can't stay crunchy in milk, says the door. Oh, that one was... Wait. Beast is acting up, I thought I would go mad. Is this... I honestly can't tell if he talked because I lined up with him. I would have assumed surely Beast is the blue one of these two, and Gambit would be red. Well, I guess we're gonna fight off Cappy after we meet his associates, Bruno and Bones. I have no idea if those are X-Men characters. If you want to leave, just go through the passageway to the left of your screen. Watch out for Bruno and Bones, everybody. Put these guys in the next Marvel game, please. Yeah, a lot of red fakes. I loathe you. It sounded like I could just give up. Is this the first board of the game? Okay, we're just returning. Oh, we did. We actually just, like, got a couple of them and we're like, good enough. Okay, so we did not get Wolverine there. We left them behind. Good job. Now that I see your true colors, I know that you can't be an X-Man. Good day. Oh man, bad ending. Alright, we can't be cowards. We gotta rescue everybody else. How many more boards we got? Okay amount. I mean, we did skip that other path. I have no idea how long. Oh, are they just here for the taking? No. Who are you? Your worst nightmare? I'm Determinator, hasta la vista baby, or a guy who wears a visor for fun. That's accurate. Yeah! Thanks, Cyclops, I really had to pee. Was that Wolverine? Ooh. Okay, we are... Oh! I do like the hidden stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, I do actually have plenty of torches now from the bank. You know, the bank with the torches. The slime made that board better, honestly. Sharkies? Kind of? Is there? Oh. Okay. Let's find that transporter then. Okay, on the top right. You gotta watch out for dark sharks. Was there anything else to this board? No. Ow. Oh no. Invisible cage. How do I get them out? Aha, okay. Well, you two could have left at any time then. Thanks, Cyclops. Oh, it's Jean Grey. It's so good to see you. Romance. Lasers. This game's got everything. And narcissism. Okay, are we finally gonna get to fight this guy? For real. Kinda just get one shot in and then just run for it. I guess I actually do have the ammo to just spam. Maybe? Okay. He's changed his tactics. Well, we're in trouble. We're not in trouble. We've done it. We have saved the day. Schnitzel, Catman, a vinaigrette. Good passwords. Knew it. Apparently very good. Hey, stop. What the... Wow! They did not want to be touched. Alright, so we got a good ending this time. I saved all the X-Men. Good job. Thank you, you're Heine. We've done it. Oh, good. Good. We get to say farewell to everybody. Or hello. Or something. Thanks, Cyclops. Good going. That was great. Thanks, Psych. I didn't think I could make it. I love you, Scott. Kiss. You are very brave. If you had given me more time, I could have done everything that you did. Alright, buddy. Wolverine's just being rude. The ends. Good job. That was cute. All things considered, like, if not the best looking game, it wasn't terrible. I've played far, far worse than that. It was silly and short, and that's enough. Oh, did I really make my save in here? Okay, well. Let's see, where'd we go? Arc protest. I guess it would be the outside. Probably gonna need more ammo than 0. Yeah, they did. They did an okay job. Good starting effort, at least. Uh-oh. Hello, anti-mutants. They are still at large. They kill our babies, and when they feel like it, us too. We must. All of a sudden, somebody in the back lets out a shout. There's a mutant here! Kill him! Oh, the folly of man. What about this guy? Yeah, that's a good question. Nice. I had nothing to do with any of this. Oh. Was it really just... So it was just that, or like... the pool hall, I guess, huh? Okay, well... that's fine. I think we picked the correct path first, though, of those two. The billion objects was not as impressive. Alright, so we're moving on to X-Men 2, the long-awaited sequel, and we've got the author in chat here. This already looks a lot nicer, though, for the title screen. You didn't make that first game, right? This is just a coincidence that we have an X-Men and an X-Men 2. It's an unrelated X-Men? Okay. Just making sure. Alright, this is the long-awaited sequel. This is what we're all here for. Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have an X-Men 1, it looks like. But we do have this cool art. I love these little designs. Ooh, choose your favorite X-person. Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Banshee. Tough call. I'm curious if any of these are going to actually make a difference. Let's try Storm. Storm. Confirmed. Well, it's a nice set. I do like these designs. Ooh, okay. So we're going to get to actually use our powers. That's cool. Oh, I wasn't expecting this to be an STK game from the title there. X-Men 2, the long-awaited sequel. Master Mold has gone crazy. He's creating sentinels to destroy all humans. Guide your X-Man through many levels of danger using your attacks and mutant powers. Wolverine's heart is healing factor. Cyclops has an optic blast. Colossus has a force shield. Storm, what's Storm get? Lightning! Yeah, that's correct. Nightcrawler, teleportation. Banshee, note, sonic scream. I guess that's supposed to be a music note. I mean, that's always fun when it's so old that you don't remember what's going on, really. We've got a little mixture here of the usual built-ins. The Tiger Patrol returns. Tiger, thank you. Oh. Oh, I guess that was my lightning. I probably should have touched that earlier. I'm gonna just head on down the streets here. got a pattern. I want to see those powers show up again, though. Ooh, Juggernaut. Oh, I really... The art here is good. I like this. The rubble and just the big hole in the building. Yeah, objects can't shoot creatures, so if you try doing something like that, it just won't work. Oh, okay. So you're getting to think the Juggernaut was invincible. Alright, well, I guess we'll enter the building through this convenient entrance. I'll just take the long way around. Okay, so there's more. Oh, wait, we got our powers here. Let's see if this does anything cool. Yeah! Okay, so we just get like a little tactical nuke here. A different X-Men too. So there are actually more X-Men games than I'm streaming today. None of them had your name on it, but if you published the other ones under like a different alias, they could be yours. Worried about my ammo though. Oh, well, yeah, we can update that. Ford 5 mini mold. Good boss design. What are these buttons? The problem though with these kind of bosses is it's usually kind of unclear what you should actually be shooting. Oh yeah, man, if you got any of the stuff, please, like, upload it, send it to us. We are happy to have this stuff. Like, this is fun. This is neat to see. We might have to crack open the Ed, or if nothing makes a noise. This is any kind of indication. Yeah, let's just pop this one open and see what we can learn here. How do we defeat this boss? This guy? Yes. We are at mini mold. Uh-oh. There's stuff in the corners. Oh, okay, so that's just some... If not any red objects, so presumably... Yeah, okay, so we have to get rid of the red things, and we just shoot them. Okay. Well... Good idea in theory, but... All the big guy here is gonna block these objects, so we're not gonna... be particularly threatened here. Oh yeah, this is like a control panel would make sense. A lot of people's earlier ZZT games, they do make it difficult to communicate what the author is like actually interpreting these things are. Okay. And now we just leave. I saw the heart for a second. I guess that just turns into a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Take out. Yeah. I do like the power system though. I think that's pretty cool. Like there is reason to like go back to this game several times in theory. It's not going to be dramatically different, but there's a benefit to doing so. Ah, you were a trendsetter then, okay. different people borrowed the idea. I'm back. Welcome back. Uh-oh. Yeah, I am out of ammo, though, unfortunately. This game does want you to be pretty accurate. Can I actually? Okay. Oh, don't worry, I will cheat liberally at the CCT games. We ain't got time to do anything else. Now, this level 4 here, it's sewers, but I'm also curious. I think this might be like the sewers from Code Red, or it's using the same colors only. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Code Red has sewers kind of like this. Oh, you even got the flash right to keep this to keep the dark green fakes and black on dark green. You know what you were doing. Okay, no, I think this is just coincidental sewers. The Code Red ones are more of a maze. It's very funny how often we'll just run across games that just have one random board stolen from a different game. Alright, who's my clone here? Could be. I mean, Code Red was incredibly prolific. Yeah, that's the Alexis Jansen game, Software Visions. She was not going by Alexis at the time. But Jansen was kind of the big deal in that day, that era. Oh, we got a little factory going with these things getting created. That's cute. Oh, they even come out here. That's great. See? More references to games I haven't played. Yeah, other than the ammo, though, this isn't half bad. Alright, well, now we're on to Master Mold. Okay, but now I at least understand what I'm doing. Unfortunately, these poor sentinels are just kind of do a lot of the work for me. But they are at least positioned to be a bit more threatening now. Oh? Uh-oh. Link on the Discord has a typo in it. Are we talking like a link on Twitch to the Discord? Where's this link that I need to fix? I guess I don't really link the Discord anywhere else, so yeah. Oh. Link to my channel. Ah, that one. Yeah. That would do it. It's a bit late for that. Congratulations! You have defeated Master Mold. Once again, you have saved the Earth. But what about all the Sentinels that are still active? What if they create another more powerful force? Find out in X-Men 3? Email mariomania@aol.com. You had a great email address, buddy. Thank you for the follow. Refa. Mario Mania. That's... You could sell that to somebody these days. there we go. We get our little cast of characters. That was fun. I like that one. Yeah, that was pretty solid. Straightforward action, but the power system makes it a little more unique. Nice high score. Good job, honestly. Look at this art one more time while I set up the next 12. Oh, wrong one. This one. Alright, well, that was X-Men 2 by Neon Harbor here. And I think they did a pretty solid job. Next up we got, for our finale here, a two-parter it seems. More X-Men. Episode White, starring Cyclops. This seems to be another one of these games that tries to make it a different character in each game. We've seen that with like Power Rangers games before. We've seen it with... I feel like we've seen it with more than just Power Rangers. We've seen it, I swear. Anyway. Coming soon, Wolverine, Beast, and Jean Grey. Episode White starring Cyclops. Yet another great ZZT game. They should all put that on the title screen. Well, it starts on the title screen. Okay. I will guess that we start here in the war room. That's probably the case. But thank you for showing up and watching your childhood game get played. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see what else we can uncover or possibly recover. That would be cool. See ya. A mental note from Professor Xavier. Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean Grey are in HGR. They have information for you. Oh, this is some school ZZT vibes, actually. Oh god, where am I going? Okay, I'm outside. Let's go back into the mansion. Another mental note. Once you go in the Blackbird, you cannot get back in the mansion. Make sure you went in every mansion room first. Okay. So these must be like the stairs. So then this will be the... Oh, there, okay. Hello, Cyclops. I'm dealing with Cerebro right now, so I can't really talk. I'll mentally contact you later. Alright, this game is also doing the infinite resources from duplicators, except they're a lot slower. Oh, here's the list. Here's all the X-Men. X-members. Forge, Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, Beast, Jubilee, Havoc, Psylocke, Revanche? I don't think I've ever seen that name in my life. Nightcrawler, Captain Britain, Professor X. Let's speed this up, and well, it did give us some ammo elsewhere, so we probably don't need to do this. But you know, when the games look like this, it never hurts to be prepared. At max speed, this is still pretty fast. No, not that fast. I'm still actually, you can see these gems appear one by one. Alright, let's slow this back down. What else do we have in this mansion? Ah, Wolverine here. Hiya, bub. What's up, you ask? Well, I'm sure the old professor contacted you, right? Well, Beast and Jews have been captured by Magneto. Their adventure's coming soon. It appears they need your help. I would help, but I got my own business to take care of, also coming. The Blackbird can get you there, if you can find Forge. Hi, look, I wish I could go with you. But I need to stay here and hold the fort. I'll mentally contact you, though. Oh, I'm just realizing now these people are talking as soon as we enter the board. I think this is one of those games where the author doesn't know how to use touch. So I think every object is just going to fire instantly. Alright, so this is the way back downstairs. I guess we gotta go outside. Yeah, because that was the blackbird. Okay. Hiya, Psych. How you doing? And want to join us in a karate battle? Go away. This battle is between me and Psylocke. Good mental notes. Use the mental gems to give you more energy. Please be called mental ammo. Use these, quote, ammos to refill your eye's energy. Cyclops seems to be pretty popular. Still have not found our key, though, which is making this mission a bit difficult. Hello, Cyclops. Need a lift? Take the key that's next to me and use it to get in the Blackbird. I'll meet you there. Yeah, so every object is firing. So it's going to be interesting to see. Alright, we're off. Welcome aboard. When we land, we'll be right outside Asteroid M, Magneto's hideout. Once we've landed, feel free to take all the supplies you want. You're going to need them. So far, Cerebro's picked up 5 mutants and counting. Good luck. Probably safe to not grab all of this other than the torches. I spent so much time with the duplicators. Entrance to Asteroid M, okay. Just kind of an ugly game, though, huh? Sorry, game. I'll go this way, I guess. Where are we? Robotics room. This game is just very desolate. Oh. Is this gonna take me somewhere else? No. So you can't really... Oh, okay. That one goes to a different room, of course. Escape pod instructions. Use the white and gray or white and brown passage to return to the main chamber. No, thank you. Use the other passage to set the escape pod to the entrance of the nearest ship, which is the Blackbird. There was that passage. Actually, maybe we should go to the white one. Some very interesting passage designs. Where am I? The magnetism room. And we're gonna get a maze. Plenty of torches, at least. That's something. And I think there's a torch being duplicated? Because I just... Nope. Okay, well, you tried. Trying to make a breakable wall. There you go. Oh, actually, yeah, it probably was the slime. Almost certainly. I'm glad it didn't work then. Oof. Well, those can't be ricochets if they're yellow. Ah, yes. Therefore... Oh, this is bad. This is a bad room. Like Tom Cassie. Ha ha ha! Mr. Sinister enhanced my abilities. Now I can shoot my energy from all around the room. Yeah, this is... not a room you're gonna get through if you don't spend a lot of time picking up gems at the start. Okay, let's see how quickly... Yeah, that's just gonna be... Kinda rough. Not a fan. Oh yeah, I'm still in like fast mode. Well, it's giving me gems for surviving that, I guess. Look, man, here. Okay. I feel like that guy should be in charge. More slime. The author is a big fan of slime. Oh, actually, they're also like switching to using scrolls for dialogue now because that will trigger when you touch it instead of as soon as you walk on the board. Ha, you puny wimp. I couldn't be here for... Well, okay, so he's not here. Never mind. So Mr. Sinister took my powers and transferred them to his computer weapons. Now they will crush you. Juggernaut's ability to spread slime. Old ammo closet. Now, our last game of the four we're playing today is the sequel to this. So I hope the author improves a little. But no promises. Mental note from Jean Grey. Hi, Scott. I'm sorry I couldn't contact you earlier, but we had some problems at the mansion. I just scanned the area, and Mr. Sinister is in the next room. Good luck. Oh no, Mr. Sinister. Ha! You'll never reach me with my new super armor. Of course you wouldn't hear me either. That's why I wrote this. I'm amazed you got by Black Tom and the computerized Juggernaut, but you won't get by me. Got him. Here's some help, you'll need it. Magneto's in the next room, so be ready. I do think that Magneto is going to have a bunch of stars. That seems thematically appropriate for a ZZT Magneto. If you can get rid of Magneto, go for it. But make sure you rescue Beast and Jubilee. Alright. The ammo is fine. We're good on the ammo. Wow, you made it to me. Oh well, I guess my robots will be able to take you down. There are no stars here, which is good. I am pleased. Oh, there are sharks, though. Thanks for rescuing me. Get over the passage to get us to the Blackbird. Oh, cool, we're rescued. Like, thanks. You should have seen our adventure until we got captured. Well, let's go. I'm curious if our sequel is actually going to be a prequel. Because they're really hinting at other things having happened already. Well, you did it again, oh fearless leader. To find anew is better than to forget. Who said that? I did. Thank you, Beast. Welcome back. Which of these is exit? Oh, okay, we can just go back to the prison room. Is this the end? Yeah, that's the end. Wow, what a mansion. The end. Wolverine, Beast, Jean Grey, Havoc, and Gambit games are in the works. At least 2 of those, or others in the series, will be done for gags. No game over, trapped behind an invisible wall, forced to quit. The end. I mean, not good, and the Star Room was unplayable, but still, like, these all have been moving fast enough that even at their weakest, they're tolerable. We're 3 games through in under an hour. And that second one was, like, pretty legit. I liked that. I think that was neat. Oh, hang on one sec here. Let me advance my card. Ah! Okay. To answer your question, this is a fork of ZZT that I hastily tossed together I call Solid HUD, which just changes the HUD so it looks a little nicer and adds a whole bunch of useful cheats. It is, I think the latest version is uploaded on the museum. It might be like one version behind there. There's also Classic Zoo, which AZ made, which doesn't have the changed HUD, the sidebar changes or anything, but it has far more in terms of cheat flexibility and other things. There are some alternative ways of playing ZZT these days that make the process go a little more smoothly. Like being able to freeze time instead of having to wade through 1,000 stars. It's good stuff. Alright, we are going to move on to our final game here. X-Men Aversion Yellow, starring Wolverine. Design 2, created by Mimic Pup. I love that it just promotes ZZT there on the side. We still have a yellow bordered title screen and starting board. Did we learn how to use the touch command? Probably not. Well, we're here. Are you really sure you want to take your vacation here? I mean, this is the Savage Lands. Well, if you really want to be here, then here you are. Hold on, I've got an incoming message from Professor X. Really? Whoa. Wolverine, you'll have to stay after all. Jean Grey has been kidnapped by Pyro, and Wolfsbane has been taken also. Call me when you need me to pick you up. We can't lock on to Wolfsbane, so call me as soon as you find Jean. Good luck. Will you say something if I touch you? No. Well. Yeah, this is one where I did my order backwards, apparently, but... Oop, I didn't actually want to run off there just yet. I was still getting my bearings. I like the half yellow border. That's an artistic choice. Again, open world now, I guess. Here in the Savage Land. And we're really making the most of it. Key acquired. Okay, this border right here. Come on. Why did you stop putting water? Why did you keep this border? Where are all the dinosaurs? This is just tiny islands. Okay, so that crosses here. Oh boy, how big is this game? Oh, why is there this? Is this an invisible house? Cave 2, Room 1. Everybody really likes these mazes, huh? Oh wow, I actually got that centipede. Door, okay, we need some keys. And I am not seeing any of them. Okay. Yeah, these might be dinosaurs, maybe. Or bears. It's really tough to say. There's no theming. That's what I'm always complaining about. We're in a cave. They could be bears. Are they bears? Are they dinosaurs? I don't know. You have to tell me. There. Okay. We're not missing much. They do give the enemies a chance to show up. I'm not sure which way to go first, though. Guess we'll just try this one. Okay. Did we actually split paths? This is not a good board. There's just nothing. I don't have to engage with those ruffians whatsoever, so I won't. You forgot to make these walls fake, and you made them normals. And I don't know. Well, I guess I should just keep that on. I just have a feeling that I'm going to have to go through this a bunch. Okay. Computer screen. Wolvie, if you read this, help me. Sabretooth has captured me and has hypnotized Madrox. In order to get Madrox to the barrier... Wait, in order to help Madrox touch the barrier, in order to get to me... Uh-oh. Blue, red, yellow, blue. I don't... I can't imagine the author is going to do anything with those colors. But I feel they may be important somehow. Is this blue? Okay, blue. Okay, I guess it's just passage color then? Oh, okay. Wow, actually. First off, they got me. Oh, okay. Well, definitely don't go that way. They actually did make a puzzle out of that. Kind of. Ugh. This world is a nightmare to navigate, though. This be any better? Didn't I go on the other one first? I've literally seen everything up to this point. Blue. I just have to find a way to get to that purple passage. I do not actually have the health to just be tanking against like this. So one goes here. Okay, so that was... Those two passages take you to the same spot. Bad with 10 health. Okay. I am retconning my thoughts on this room. It's scary. This one's still bad. Yeah, so this is... The green just takes you out. So green is nothing. Blue just takes you back. Dang it. Red just takes you here. So I've changed my mind. I think this is the author's problem, not mine. I'm going to see where these lead us. Somewhere completely different. So I think there was just a passage error, and I was probably supposed to go here. And I suspect that these all lead to that board. No. What is going on? Okay, just hang out here. Some mean passage maze, I guess. I don't think it's actually solvable. Okay, so what was it? Blue. Shouldn't have wrote it in chat. That's my own dang fault. There I am. Blue, red, yellow, blue. Red. I don't know. Purple, sure. Choose now. One will lead to me, the other to death. This is probably death. It's bright. Oh, that's correct. I want to see death in this game. See, you have no way out. You will die in here. And that is ending 1. Glad we made that detour. Okay, so... I'm already playing with like a small headache today. I don't need to look at a room that bright. Another decision. Make it Wisley. Well... No, actually I can't. I can't make it Wisley. Purple. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they're all bad. Ah, and that's the solid HUD way. Just made CZT die. Sorry. Let's try this again. Okay. So this is where the author wanted us to be put. And then the thing doesn't do a thing. Okay. Now face my doom. All that for that. Congrats! You made it out of Sabretooth's trap. But it was all for nothing. Jubilee, Jean Grey, and Forge were all captured by Proteus, along with Madrox, who is now officially a member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Good luck. We missed one board, though, it's saying. One's the death room, obviously. Wrong way, too. Okay, so just more unused maze stuff, then. Alright, well... they can't all be winners. That was X-Men version Yellow. And that's actually going to do it for today. It was nice, though, to get back to the Sunday streams. Zaz is great, but it's also like... it's not this goofy stuff, and I really enjoy playing this goofy stuff on stream. Thank you for watching. I'm glad folks stuck around for all of these. That is going to do it for this Sunday, our latest Wildcard stream adventure. We will be back again on Friday with the previously mentioned more Zaz. That's gonna probably still have like 2 or 3 weeks to go, honestly. It's a lengthy and extremely impressive Weave ZZT game that makes you play a card game for combat. It's a lot of fun. It's very impressive. It looks great. It's really cool. If you haven't been checking those out, the recordings have been going up on the YouTube channel, which is just at Worlds of ZZT. Although I do need to publish the latest one, but that I should do tomorrow. And then we will also be returning next Sunday. We won't be doing any unpreserved stuff, though, because next Sunday just so happens to be ZZT's birthday. And as is the tradition, we will be playing one of the original worlds. I don't know if I'm going to strike Town off the list. Town won last year. I probably will. Want some variety in that, but we will be playing one of the official worlds. I think that's about it. We'll see you all next time. And just pass us off. Well, you know what? To GDQ, because GDQ is going on now. Y'all watched X-Men Yellow instead of Crash Bandicoot. You can contemplate that a bit if you like, or not. But hope you all had fun. Hope to see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Later.